What's happening, troops? We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. And we are off to Warrington. We are meeting the property bros. The property bros, Leon and Kyle. Gotten really close with them over the past few weeks. And we're going to view some properties, meet up, have a chat shit. And they've started a weekly vlog on YouTube. And their link is in the description below if you want to follow them. They're fucking killing it. They're really fun to watch. Really fun to watch. Big personalities. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. We're going to my new investment area. And there's a few areas around that area that I'm wanting to invest in. But we're meeting up in Warrington and seeing what's going on, helping each other. They're raising a lot of finance. So I want to pick their brains. And I do a lot of deal packaging. And that's something they're starting. So they're going to pick my brains, networking, sharing value, and like I've said 1,000 times on the channel before, man, collaborate, don't compete. Collaborate, don't compete. Leverage other people's experience, their knowledge, their mistakes. Learn from other people's mistakes, not just your own. And honestly, 10 years of work will be crammed down into 3 years. And as you know, I'm raising private investor finance. If you want to be a private investor, of course, there's a form in the first line of the description. If you want to beat the banks and earn up to 12% a year. It's a lot of money. If you've invested 100 grand, that's $1,000 a month you'd be getting, man. Solid amount. The form is in the description below. And I'm excited today because I'm working on the business. Like I said so many times in this channel, and you're probably guilty of it as well, you work in the business too much and not on it enough. So going to the new investment area, meeting people, going around like viewings, learning about the area, building a power team in that area, and preparing for like the next phase of scaling up the deal packaging business is a great feeling because I have just been burying my head in spreadsheets and problems, tiny wee problems. Obviously, I've still got to work on them, but you get to a point where you're like, okay, I need to build out the pipeline and find more clients, find more deals, and work on the business a little bit, build the brand. And yeah, you're probably guilty of it as well. Working in the business, you can get caught up in it. It can be like a tornado, and then when you lift your head, you're like, oh my God, like I've got nothing in the pipeline, got no new investors coming in, I've got no new deals, like no offers accepted, not even done any viewings. So just try and be conscious of it. Even if you work on the business 1 day a week, ideally you want to do a little bit more, but working on the business is extremely important. And you might think, yeah, but going to networking events isn't as important as dealing with this and the property's got all these issues. And it's like, yeah, but you can still do them, but you have to work on the business. You have to think bigger because, like I said, you're just going to end up waking up one day, all those problems are done, that property deal's done, and then you've got nothing else planned at all. And then that's when the anxiety comes in, because anxiety comes from lack of options. Or too many options even. And you end up just like, driving yourself insane. Now, enough of me chatting shit. Let's go see what Leon and Kyle are up to. Let's see what they're up to. Troublemakers, they're causing up a storm in the northwest. I'm excited for you to meet them if you haven't already. I'll see you there.
You recording, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
It's just starting the floor plan, brother. So this is room 1. And it's 3 point what?
3.13.
Yeah, that's an Instagram model pose there, if I've ever seen that.
You've not met him before, have you? He's a knobhead. He's also a knobhead.
I know.
Oh, we swear. Do we share on this channel? Do we swear on this channel?
I always swear on this channel.
Okay.
3.68.
I've been told off for swearing actually. One of the comments told me off.
Man tells us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My man tells us for it.
Really?
Yeah. If you want to go and watch someone that's posh, we're not that.
Is this one looking like a HMO? What's the pros? What's the cons? What are you liking about it?
It's just the floor plan, isn't it, brother? Pull out, we get 2 reception rooms. You know the score. You know what we look for.
Ah, that's it.
Just with
Yes,
big
brother.
Scotty. There's me.
Look at him. Ceilings are high. Windows are high.
Oh, yeah,
How far can you drop them?
I don't think about any of this when I go on games.
Pardon?
I just measure up.
Do you measure up and then take
Measure
from
the
there? So I've got a Bluetooth one from Magic Plan. Beep beep beep. Send it to the architect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magic Plan. Try that.
Yeah, I told you.
We've got magic plan,
I
but
told you we need to just get
Just a
one.
Bluetooth one.
Yeah, we just need to get one.
And it doesn't need to be one of those that are hundreds of pounds. Like, you're no an architect. Done a whole YouTube video about it. To be fair, I was low on ideas.
it's
So,
not a bad idea, mate.
It's fucking good. To be fair, like good video.
Yeah, let's not share it today. We'll find someone else. Yeah, you get in this little picture, because this will be how many months we've done. You stand over that spot.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean monthly dump it in a lot.
Monthly dump. Constipated or something. Wrapped up in a neat little bow.
So.
Oh, build over, innit? Back to that to the cost.
Certain things like this when you're
Holy
looking.
shit, look at that. It's good, isn't it? It's a hell of an event, that.
Chinese.
Well, Chinese takeaway.
Oh, it is a tiny takeaway, yeah.
Is that mortgageable, you reckon? Get landing on it.
It's going to be harder,
It
isn't
might be a bit more difficult on this one.
Certain
Yeah.
lenders, isn't it? So bear that in mind if you're next to a shop or
Yeah.
Chinese, anything like that.
still do
On the
it.
back end, getting a mortgage,
Yeah.
doable, higher interest rates.
Factor that in, eh? Factor it all in.
Education for Scott's channel there from me, Leonardo.
Do you know what? I've actually not been on a viewing in about 8 months or something. I'm starting up again. Just been. We were max capacity for a long time. So
Such thing as maximum capacity.
there is when you're a lifeguard. Fucking hell, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. But now,
You're not a lifeguard anymore.
well, that's it. You just let me finish my fucking sandwich.
Hart sandwich, come here.
So one thing that I do look for is obviously you'll know like all of it, to be fair, but how much it can drop. Are you comfortable having the floors over the windows?
Would it not move the windows down?
You can. I mean, moving the whole window down would be quite a job. You kind of just make it smaller. Just get a smaller window, fill that up with brickwork. Or sometimes people just leave the windows as is. I've seen HMOs, you can, on the outside, you can see the floors, but who cares?
Okay.
Or, it depends, because I've heard in the grapevine that sometimes planning, you're changing the face of the house if you do it on the front. Hey. So, yeah. Floor to ceiling heights, that's a one that you obviously know about. Making sure that you can drop as much as you need to drop.
You know,
Training legs.
6 in the morning yesterday.
You just spent 10 years in the jail walking like that.
You've been walking like that, carry on.
You ready to see a boy that looks like Lemmy from Shark Tale? There you go, there's your dinner.
This team, so we're just talking cameras.
Look at that, eh?
You need to sit back. Don't you?
Yeah, 'cause our camera's shit.
That's what happens. I'm going through Leon's goals, if you want to have a look.
Big goals team.
Stop being a fat bastard. How are you going to do
That's
that?
the wrong book, mate. That's your
Stop
book. That's your
drinking
book.
these, is one of
That's
them.
your book.
Mine's just empty, yeah? I need you to give me one goal. I think it's one of them to shut the fuck
You
up.
want a goal?
Buy a HMO for yourself.
Yes.
Oh, mate.
This quarter. This quarter.
This quarter?
This
Yeah.
quarter.
Right.
So we're putting.
I know it'll be good, right? Hang on, let me just...
No, that's it.
We'll put you
No,
on the
that's
spot
it.
right now. You've got to see it.
No, this will be really good, right? I'm gonna hook up that. I'm gonna hook up this, and then you two are gonna talk me through exactly how to set that goal and break it down for everyone watching.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Applying my goals, because a big theme of my channel is me doing like the next phase of things, like the next step, and that is starting my own portfolio.
Okay.
Phase one was doing deal packaging. Now that's up and running.
Okay. So
Your boy can.
we're going to help our boy set some goals to purchase his own property.
This is what
Now-
we use.
Scott's a serious head anyway. Scott's a serious head. He knows what he's doing. He sources a lot of deals. Kyle's hand is over there. Sorry, yes. Ugly little fingers he just put in front of our cameras. So Scott's a serious head. He's not new to this. How many projects have you been involved in already?
One flip, one buy to let, and 6 HMO conversions, so almost £3 million worth so far.
£3
getting
million
there.
worth. Okay.
Yeah.
And
But
he's still not bought them for himself.
it's all for other people.
He's giving everyone else opportunities. He needs to keep them for himself.
So the plan was move down to England a couple of years ago and start a deal packaging business and basically get all the experience through that, build investors through that, get all the knowledge, build enough cash flow so when you do raise private investor finance, I have a cash flowing business, like a cash flowing asset. So if they're like, how are you going to pay me back? How are you going to pay my interest? I'm not saying I'm going to take it from Tom to pay Peter. I'm going to just take from my cash flowing business, cash flowing asset. So now that's all set up and running. Now's the next step, and it's probably the scariest, most difficult one to come across, but it's all mental values. That's what this twerp here is for. It's going to teach me Legend. Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Are we saying one this quarter?
Hold on, start
Right.
with the ball.
This is my era, team. There's 2 cameras on the go. This is my era.
So
Mine's
that's the female version. This is the male version.
no comment.
No comment.
So
It's just
mine's
like
already
a Bible.
planned because we're already 20 odd days into April. But better late than never, eh, mate?
Exactly, man. Exactly. Thing is, these are out of stock everywhere, so you're always looking for them, and they got stuck in customs. It's not important, mate. It's not, man. Mate, it's like Pablo Escobar sent me out or something. Like the dogs are sniffing it, so it gets these things right. If you are going to get them, what I'm going to do is buy like in bulk when they get in stock.
Same.
Buy like 4 at the start of the year every year.
I'm gonna buy 8.
yeah. Just buy 100.
I'm gonna
You're
sell them
use
for a
them all
profit.
year.
I'm
Yeah,
not joking.
exactly.
So I see someone post, have you got one? I'm like, yeah. 50 quid.
Right, we're flicking through it.
Okay, so let's go to the master goal list. How many properties do you want to end up with this year in your personal name or company, limited company?
I mean, conservative 1. To be honest, my goal this year is to do
3.
3. Well, fuck it, we'll do 3.
Yeah,
Master goal list.
1 a quarter.
1 a quarter.
Let's do fucking 3, baby. My goal was to do 4 in a year.
I know he's behind the camera, but Kyle is he's throwing just do all this, do all this, do it. He's like just as bad as Leo.
That's
Getting
why
me to do
that's what we do.
a lot more than I thought. Like, let's
3 HMOs, yeah? That's 1 each quarter left of the year. Our plan was to do 4 a year. We did 4 this quarter. Don't fuck about it. So, next you go and break that down into your goal worksheet, your
first one.
SMART goals.
and then there.
Yeah, page 8.
So SMART goal is a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. I'm not going to remember that.
Yeah, so that will be, I will get 1 offer accepted in quarter 2.
Yes. Getting the offer accepted, that is something more than comfortable getting done, right? As we know, the barrier is when it comes to raising the finance. So that's the one that I'll be wanting to break down the most.
We'll
Raising
break
finance.
that down, maybe.
That's like one of the biggest barriers in property investment. You're always thinking, why am I worthy of having other people's money?
You're not.
Why are they choosing me?
You need to flag it because you're not.
Fucking am.
So, what we're going to do now is break that down into steps, big steps on how we're going to make this happen. So, I'm going to give you some. No, I want you to think of one first, because I know what to do,
Well, that's it. Exactly.
and then we'll add to it.
So what we're going to be doing, is it for offer accepted or is it raised 250k? That one I'm comfortable with.
You want to raise 250k this quarter? Probably only need about 100.
Oh, is this? Oh yeah, yes. I thought it was end of the year. Yeah. So raise 100k.
Raise 100k and get an offer accepted this quarter. You can figure out your other goals, deal sourcing goals, and that kind of stuff, yeah?
Alright, yeah. So raise 100k. It's about.
So should we do the
Reaching
offer
out to
accepted
people.
first? That's easy.
Pardon?
The offer accepted first.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
easy, innit? That's easy.
Yeah.
That's literally reaching out to agents weekly, an hour a day on the internet, looking at Rightmove. Our goal is to book in 2 viewings a week, make an offer a week. You ever done any direct-to-vendor campaigns?
Yeah. So the project that we've got, I can't say the street because it is still in conveyancing, but I've only sent 5 letters, and it was the first letter that I ever sent, and got it. Boom. Basically, the reason why I knew it was because I saw that the type of house it was in the area it was a huge house. There was like HMO boards, like lettings boards, and I just assumed that was a HMO, and just sent a letter directly to him. And it wasn't that property that I got. It was about 4 doors down. He also owned the one 4 doors down, and he said for the first time in 20 years he wanted to sell it, and I caught him at the right time. It was just the stars aligned. But he said he's had countless letters before, didn't show any interest. This is it, and that's that. So direct to vendor
sleep on
marketing.
letters. Don't sleep on letters.
Exactly, man.
So you've got all that then. So you only got into the juicy stuff, don't you?
I want to get into just. I know how to find fucking.
He knows how to fucking find it.
Exactly.
I don't need to teach him how to suck eggs. He sucks balls daily. See the fingers. I won't cut that out of mine.
Oh,
I won't cut that out of mine. You
I'll
definitely
keep
won't. He says he's going to keep it to him. We'll see. And they're talking to this camera because we won't know until we see his video.
All right, okay.
Okay, right.
Let's just fucking get to it. We're just chatting shit. for
Okay, so
ages.
post in Facebook groups daily.
Post in Facebook groups. Facebook.
There's 2 specific groups you need to be posting in. There's going to be over 100,000 people seeing your posts there. Do we drop the names of the groups or do we...
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, there's no point in
HMO
gatekeeping
group.
Facebook groups.
Progressive Property Group. They're the ones me and Kyle focus on, 1 each. You'll see us, if you're watching this video, you probably already follow us, you've probably already seen our names on it, so you probably already knew the answer to that question. If you didn't, get to know.
Come on.
LinkedIn, every single day.
See, LinkedIn is one that I have abandoned, but I started again in the last week because LinkedIn is one that I do like static posts on Instagram and Facebook, and the ones that I show into Facebook groups and Instagram, the static posts, that's what I use on LinkedIn.
Yeah, so
just-
do you know how I do it?
How do you do it?
I do a post on LinkedIn, and then I'll post that on that same post, Facebook, the Property Bros page, the HMO group, my own Instagram. Do you know what I mean? My personal, not my personal Facebook, but my actual Facebook profile.
Yeah.
If it's good enough for LinkedIn, it's good enough to post anywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? I do that every single day.
LinkedIn is a bit different though. Do you do anything different for LinkedIn?
No, I just make it work for LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And then
what
post
does
it
that mean?
everywhere. Because if it works for LinkedIn, it'll work anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't post an Instagram post on LinkedIn.
No, but define like works for LinkedIn. Might people want to know?
I just be myself. Too many people. LinkedIn's too fake. It's too robotic.
Yeah.
Everybody's
That's
like,
what put me off.
everybody's trying to be this person that they're not. They're trying to speak in words that they don't even understand. I just be myself. I just speak how I am. You either like me or you don't. Don't really care. I didn't start a business to make friends. I started it to make money. Do you know what I mean? Be yourself. And so I'll find the investors I work with are like me. They're energetic. They're lively. They have a laugh. They're not too serious. But we're serious when it comes to making money. I don't be formal. I just be myself.
That's it.
Obviously-
If you're yourself and you share your values and your humour and your personality, your investors will share the same, your followers will share the same, your fans will share the same. To attract those kind of people.
Yeah,
if you
that's
share a fake person, you'll attract those fake people.
100%. I'd rather make maybe a little bit less money being myself than to pretend to be a completely different person I'm not and having to fake it. Do you know what I mean?
It's just adding more stress to an already stressful
Yeah, and I
lifestyle.
feel like you can get along with people better when you're yourself because you actually connect with them. So I work with people I connect with and I get on with on a certain level.
Yeah.
That's my advice. So I just be myself on LinkedIn. I don't try and be someone I'm not. Now, I'm giving value on my posts. I'm indirectly selling on my posts, but I'm just typing it in my words and it comes across as me.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's how I operate on LinkedIn. Also on LinkedIn, because I've had a lot of success on LinkedIn. We recently raised £300,000 from overseas. Kyle, nurturing someone on there. Connect with at least 10 people every single day. So I go on LinkedIn, I'll connect with 10 people every single day. I don't message them straight away. That's too much, too quick. It's too salesy, too robotic. Like, what I'll do, the very next day I'll go on and then I'll message them people that I've connected with. So it's 24 hours later I'm messaging them, but at the same time I'm connecting with 10 more people for the following day. And that's how I work it. And when I message them, I'm not selling. I'm just saying, hey Scott, what's going on? How's business, mate? Are you working on anything at the minute? Yeah, Leon, everything's good. Just working on this project at the minute, or just working on growing this company at the minute. How's things with you? Things are good, mate. Just purchased a couple more HMOs. Can't wait to get them started. Got a couple of conveyancing, so very busy on that side. So I've walked them into what I'm doing indirectly.
Yeah, you've invited them to ask you what you're up to. So then that basically naturally gives you permission to tell them what you're doing and then
Yeah.
start the indirect selling.
And if your LinkedIn's shaped correctly in terms of your profile and your bio, they're already going to know what you do. I've had people where I've messaged them, I've reached out, said that exact line, they've replied and then said, I see you in the property game, I'm very interested in HMOs.
I actually got that one today. I see you're in the property game and all that. Yeah.
See what I'm
so
saying?
It's already like broken the ice. Your
It's already-
bio. That's what
And
it
it's
is.
not always that easy, but you will get that if you're doing the constant outreach.
It's a numbers game.
So connect with 10 people a day and message 10 people daily. I also have contribute to the group daily. So obviously I'm doing a post on Facebook daily. I want to contribute and give help to people daily as well. So if I can see someone every day, even if it's something simple like, what Wi-Fi provider do you use? I'll comment on it and give advice. Just so people keep seeing your name and you keep giving value, you're building trust indirectly. I help everyone that comes into my DMs. Recent deal that I sold was because I was helping a lady. Built the trust. She trusted me, she sees me. When an opportunity came, I let her know she was interested because I've never tried to hard sell her. Even with the mentoring, I never hard sell. I don't even talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Give value and you'll get it back. I'm dropping bombs on here today for you.
Yeah, man. The thing is, like, I'm putting my ego to a side and asking for help is something that I've never done before, which is something that you should definitely do yourself because, like, although I've done really well in the deal packaging space, I'm not running around acting like, oh, I already know it all. Like, I'm literally putting my ego right to the side and coming to Leon and Kyle and just saying, look, I don't know how to do what you've done, but I want to do what you've done. Can you help me? You know, like...
And we do the same with you for certain stuff.
Exactly.
Like I rang you the other day asking for help.
That's what I said at the start of my video. It's like collaborate, don't compete, because
Yes.
now I'm going to be able to scale what I want to do faster. Same with them, because we're collaborating, not competing. So put your ego to the side, ask for help, fuck me.
People at the top do collaborate, it's people at the bottom that compete. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely,
We all make more money together.
Definitely.
So and that's onto a good point for you, maybe, but definitely for new beginners.
Yeah.
Get out there and network, not to raise money, to build your team, the people around you.
Yeah.
So like if I didn't network, I would have never met Scott, we'd never be sat here now.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like-minded people around you because this can be lonely.
Yeah.
Like if you're on your own, you're on your own. I've got my brother.
Yeah.
If you're on your own, you need people who are doing what you do, going through what you're going through every day because not everyone deals with the shit we deal
It
with.
feels like you're in the trenches, a lot of it.
It's fucking stressful.
In the trenches, like.
It's stressful, man. So, moving on from that then, have you got like an investor deck? Like a pitch deck?
I do, yeah.
Yeah? So you've got that. Have you got it refined for Angel?
I do.
Yeah?
I do. So I have a investor deck that, it just outlines everything that it needs to outline. It's about 4 pages and stuff. So I also have email marketing and lead magnets and stuff. So I'm going down the email marketing, so I'll include some of that in this. So like my weekly newsletter, because then it's an owned audience and I can directly sell to them a lot easier.
We've made a newsletter.
Yeah.
Because he said, again, he told me, like collaborating, he told me to make a newsletter, he told me to start a weekly
It's
blog.
actually on my last video that I posted last night. I literally walk you through everything from posting on Instagram to the funnel to the DMs to all the ManyChat, everything, all the way through to subscriber and then the newsletter. The whole funnel, I walk you through that.
And what's your Instagram for my camera? Your
Scott-
YouTube, sorry.
Scott McPherson, he'll put it in the description below if you
Put it
can
in the
yard.
description. Yeah, I will, maybe. Tenner. Yeah, just for you guys, because this won't be coming out until next Sunday. Whereas this one's going to be out today.
Today or tomorrow, yeah.
Today or tomorrow, baby.
Usually I do like video today, post tomorrow, but I'm a bit behind, so today.
Okay, sound. So you've got a template, have you got like a CRM? One thing as well, you've got an investor database already.
Yes.
How do you know that some of them won't be open to invest in terms of Angel? Have you asked them?
Well, that's it. I need to reach out to my network, my already existing network, see if they know people, because I do have investors for deal packaging, but we also get referrals for deal packaging clients, so they may be able to do referrals for angel investors.
And have you made any good relationships with these investors where you think you could ask them?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Leverage that.
Definitely, yeah.
Leverage that. Another one. This is a very good one. Speak to financial advisors.
Oh really? I thought they hate property investment.
No. They have clients with lots of money. I work with a couple.
Yeah.
If they've got underperforming assets that they're selling or they've got money they need to deploy, maybe they're getting 5% on an ISA, we can offer them 10. It's a no-brainer.
I actually have a really good friend who's from where I'm from but also lives down here, and she's a financial advisor for social media influencers.
There you go.
And you always hear like KSI has a portfolio and stuff, and they always start portfolios, and they also want to have diverse investments and stuff, so you never know.
Exactly, because you're not exactly clued up. You start an Instagram page, get money.
I never would have done that, even though that connection is piping hot right there. I never would have done that until you said, because in my head, financial advisors don't like doing what we do.
Financial advisors like helping their clients make the most money.
Yeah.
And if there's kickers in it for them,
Yeah.
you know, you've got some dodgy territory
That's
there.
it. Do you offer referral fees for people to bring you thingy?
Yeah.
And how do you structure that in the sense that do you have to have the money from the investor land in your account and then you give it a referral fee?
Yeah. And then they get money from that fee.
Yeah.
But you've got to make sure you structure it right. Like as long as your heart's in the right place and you're genuinely doing it to benefit that client. Like you can't say, get them to sell their property and come and work with us up there. I'll give you this much money. It's got to benefit
you don't want to ruin someone's
everybody.
life to benefit you.
It's got to benefit everyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
that's the same with our deal packaging clients. That we actually had a client and they were like, they had just enough money to do one deal, but if anything went wrong on that deal, then they would be like bankrupt. They'd be borrowing money from like the family and stuff. So we didn't take them on, but we're going to circle back to them in 6 months because if anything goes wrong, which a lot of the times it does, then they would just obliterate their lives. Like we can't have this. So it has to be beneficial to them, not just you. Definitely.
100%. Get yourself down to London.
London. What's happening down there?
Money in London, mate. Wow. It's a different kettle of fish. We did 3 nights in Mayfair.
What sort of events? I know probably
Business events.
Business events.
Kyle, that event we went to, how small did we feel?
Fish in the ocean.
I'm a fucking big kid. I felt tiny. The money, the family offices, the developers, everyone around there. Wow.
So when you go into these events, are you bringing anything with you?
No.
Pitch deck, nothing, just you and yourself.
And I'm going there to make connections. There's a lot of people already that you'd be surprised. A lot of people down south already want to invest up north. So could
how
offer
do you
them-
know which ones are good ones to go to?
Any in London, mate. Any. I met someone.
So it's not property events, it's business events.
Business events. I went to Jordan's Property Club event. I went there to support
Jordan's Property Club. I
event.
joined that one because of you guys.
Yeah. Well, I went to his event in London to support him, and then I booked an extra 2 nights there, just to smash as many events as we could.
Yeah.
Did about 7 events. A big piss up at Savoy's on the last day.
Yeah.
It was good.
How'd you find that then? Business events?
Very good.
Learn anything?
I was just on the money hunt, to be honest, but had some very good conversations with some very rich people.
Yeah.
So definitely get
That's it.
yourself down to London.
For sure, man.
And business events around here as well, like not the property events. You're not raising money at property events.
That's something I have been told now. See, now that I'm like putting out to the world that I'm looking to raise money, I'm starting to learn more things that I hadn't known before. For example, going to your PIN events, PPN events, that's not where you're going to raise.
No, because
Like the best ones are going to raise funds.
looking to do that. Find
If you want deal sourcers, you go to those events because everyone that stands up is a deal sourcer or an estate agent or something.
Yeah, so like business events. Because you've got people with cleaning businesses, big cleaning businesses,
Yes.
all these other businesses that have got money to invest that aren't already doing property. If someone's in property, why are they going to give you money to be an angel?
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
already in property.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely makes sense. Yeah.
And then I think for me, that's pretty much all you need off me. You've got everything else.
You reckon?
I'd say so, brother. I don't think it is.
Do you not think?
Like, the only thing different from what you're doing now to doing it for yourself is when you're on a call, instead of asking them for like to buy the deal or like to sell them a deal,
Yeah.
you're asking for a finance for your own and giving them a return. So you're still selling, well,
Yeah.
in a sense, but like you're selling them a return on the money instead of you selling them the deal. That's the only difference. You're still having the conversation. You're still setting up the call the same way. You still got to attract the investor the same way.
Yeah.
But instead of them getting the property, and like what you'll find is like, if somebody's got money, they might not necessarily want a property portfolio. So like they actually might be more attracted to actually just providing funds.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's your job to then obviously provide the security, the personal guarantees, and everything like that. So it's exactly the same, apart from just asking a different question.
Yeah, definitely.
know what I mean?
What would you say when you started out? What did you propose to the investors? Would it be annual payment, 6 months, quarterly? Are you wanting that
Whatever
quick?
you want.
Deposit confirmation
Luckily
sort
for
of
us, we've got a cash flowing business. So
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
we've got a rent-to-rent business. We've got a rent-to-rent portfolio, so that cash flows for us. So we can pay it monthly, we can pay it quarterly, we can pay it annually. We kind of fit it around what the investor actually wants. So like what it's about finding out what they want and being able to provide that to them. Do you know what I mean? So it's not necessarily about what we want. Ideally, we want to like pay it annually, but the advantage of paying it monthly is that they can see that you're paying it back, and it builds that trust.
Yeah, it's that confirmation. Like they get it, they can see it.
Yeah, so they can
away,
see that coming into the bank, because like they might get a bit of scarcity if like they give you the money and then obviously they're not getting anything back for 12 months.
Yeah, 10 months have gone by, 11 months have gone by, and nothing's come in.
So they might, like, time it gets to like 6-7 months, they might be thinking, oh, is it gonna be? Are they going to send the money back? But if it's monthly, like obviously you can see that back, and then what will happen is they'll start telling their friends about it, and they'll start telling the people they know, and all of a sudden that one investor is turning into 5 investors.
What would you say is like the most common objection you've got so far?
To be honest with you, it's not really common objections. It's everybody is worried about potentially getting scammed. So it's not really an objection. It's more about ensuring you reassure them.
Yeah.
But you do that in providing proof of a project. You provide them. You like show them who your power team is. Show them your build team. Show them that you know what you're doing. Lean on, like, we've got management experience for over 6 years, so like the concern was about management on the back end. So a lot of it is like, it's not really common objections, it's not really like this one thing that keeps coming up. Everybody just wants reassuring that like when they do invest or when they do put money in, that they're going to get it back.
Yeah, it's like how safe is it sort of thing. The personal guarantee helps. All that
like the personal guarantees, first charges, etc., etc. But it all depends on the investor and what they want. Do you know what I mean? And it's about their risk appetite as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like it might work for one person, but that exact same thing that you're offering will not work for another person. Just understanding what that person wants.
If you had a choice, what would you have, like 10k investors or just one big meaty investor? I've heard such different
ideally,
opinions on it.
you want both.
Yeah.
Ideally, you want both, because you've got the big chunk of the investor there, and then obviously you've got the little bits of investment as well.
Yeah.
However, if I had to choose one, I would do the 10k investment all day long.
Yeah.
Because if, for example, you fuck up with that big investor, hypothetically, something goes really wrong.
Yeah. Like die or something, you just never know.
Yeah, so that you've got a massive risk with just having that one investor. Like they could pull their money, and then all of a sudden, like you have to find that money, or if it's tied up in a deal, and then that's everything, all your investment gone. Now, if you have 10 investors and one of them pulls out, you can find a replacement for that investor.
Yeah, definitely.
It just mitigates your risk.
It's like all eggs in one basket.
Yeah. So it's mitigating your risk. But small amounts, I would say, is best, because if it's a big amount, they're probably a much more savvy investor. The terms are probably going to be a lot more heavily favoured for the investor. But if it's small amounts, you don't have to offer quite as much security as like first charges and everything like that. And what you'll find as well is if someone invests 10k and they get a good return on that money, most of the time they're going to have more money. So you've got 10 investors invested 10k, you give them a good return.
Do you reckon they test the waters to see if like you're legit, and then they really go in? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So it's not only that; it's seeing how both of us work together, because we don't want an investor to commit 200k, but then after a month get worried and then back out. So it's both ways. So it's testing the water both ways, make sure that we work well with the investor, and also they can see social proof of, oh yeah, I did invest 10k and I got a return. Yeah. And then they've probably got more money. So you've got 10 investors, which all of a sudden they've probably got more than 10k each anyway, and then they all might bring 50k. Plus tell friends and family, and all of a sudden your investor pool goes from just this small part to...
Well, if you have like 10, not only do you like mitigate risk like with 10k investors, you have access to 10 different networks, like you said
exactly.
there. So it can scale a lot faster as well, definitely.
Exactly, 100%.
Mate, that's it. Like I've realised a lot of this is like the same as deal packaging but different. It's really strange.
It's very much the same thing.
Yeah.
The only thing different is it's just the different ask. That's it.
That's it. Different ask. Different ask.
People are usually reversed. People are usually scared to source other people, but they'd rather keep their own deals. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing.
Right, that'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Give us some words of wisdom. What's the word of the day?
Monster. Just be a fucking monster.
Cheers.
That's it. Investor calls. And this is it, and that's that.
Just going into a view and he's going to call me back in 10. How many investor calls is that today? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
All new leads as well, all new leads. Just
Where'd you find them then? Where'd you find them?
Just active team. I post everywhere, every single day. Facebook,
Look at him, he's on LinkedIn over there already.
Yeah.
Was that Facebook?
LinkedIn, baby, LinkedIn. You've got to be everywhere. You've got to be in everyone's faces. Everyone knows me. Why? Because I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. I'm fucking everywhere. You know what I mean? Right, listen to you. We're on the phone to solicitor, looking for a new solicitor. Current one's just taking too long. Can't operate with that. I need communication. They're ignoring me and I'm not having it. So I'm finding a new solicitor. Another offer accepted today. I've also been on the phone to 3 investors looking to work with us, so that's very good. It's been a very successful day. We've been with Scotty Boy, just bouncing ideas off each other. Collaborating, helping, improving, you know, giving advice, receiving advice, just absolutely nailed it today. Been in here, what, about 4 hours, 5 hours?
A long time, man.
It's been a long day in the Starbucks scene. They've robbed me for about a tenner. All I've had is 2 egg bites and a little coffee. It is what it is. So I'm going to wrap it up today, guys. I will see you tomorrow, and I will see you again soon, team. If you want to follow me, it's Leon Hart Property or the Property Bros. That ugly guy over there is Kyle.
That's why he's behind the camera, isn't it?
Yeah, he's behind the camera. Yeah. Kyle Hart Property team. Let's go.
Love it. Yes, troops. What is happening? That was a huge day with Leon and Kyle. And I want to talk about some of the things that they spoke about that I am now going to implement, right? And let me just sort out this. So they spoke about being proactive and how proactive they are. I've never met people as proactive as them. And basically, they go on like Facebook and they post in the groups. And that's where a lot of us would stop. You post on Facebook and then that's it. But they post, and then when people comment, they interact with those comments. And when they see other people's posts, they add value to those posts. So they're also contributing to the groups. And then they do it on LinkedIn as well. They also post on LinkedIn and then contribute to other people's posts on LinkedIn. And when people message them for help, when it's DMs and stuff, they set up a call and they help people. They don't ask for anything back. They just help people. And they do the same on Instagram. And now they're doing the same on YouTube. And they go to networking events in London. They go to Manchester. They go to the East Midlands. They go across to like the fucking country. Like... And it's on top of that, like they'll go to like all the viewings and stuff and like discuss with the agents and get to know them on a personal level. Like these are things I already knew. Well, half of them. I didn't actually know a lot of them, but I now know them, and I only knew half of them, but I still wasn't implementing them because a huge theme of my channel is I work too much in my business and not on my business. So now I've got to be a bit more like strict, and I want you to do the same. Like you got to be really fucking strict. It circles back to what we were talking about at the start of the video. Be strict about your time management. I spend about 18 to 14 hours a week driving, whether I'm driving down to site to project coordinate the builds, like driving to viewings, driving to this, driving to that, and a lot of that is wasted. It can be crammed down. So what I'm doing now is speaking to the builders. Can this be discussed over the phone? Can you FaceTime me? Can you just send a video and we can discuss it? And it doesn't mean that I'm not doing my job, because for my deal packaging clients, I am the project coordinator. I am in charge of it all, so I have to do it and I want to do it. However, a lot of it can be just reduced because it can get the same outcome, but it doesn't involve me driving an hour and a half there and an hour and a half back. That's 3 hours in a day. Like that's a lot. It can definitely add up. A lot of wasted time. Important matters, I am going to go down. Don't take the piss. But I definitely think it's about identifying what is most of your time going towards and what's the ROI in that time. And that is a very low ROI task, driving. I do like my driving talks, like on these videos. I will do all of them, but I'm going to be driving to like better places, you know, like viewings. I'm getting investor meetings and stuff. So said a lot of words there, but I say all of that to say that meeting these guys, meeting my friends, like they are my friends. Like, you know, they're really important to me. And if you're watching this, lads, I hope I'm important to you. They just, like, for example, listen to this. I thought I was experienced. You know, I've worked on almost £3 million worth of property in my career in the last 4 or 5 years. And I thought I was experienced, and I might be. But Kyle just said to me, "You're Scottish." I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Do you go up to Scotland to find private investors or clients?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Why not?" I was like, "Oh, I've never even thought about going to Scotland. I've been caught up in the hype of like London, 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 and I haven't gone there." Now, he's like, "You're Scottish, just go up there." The landlords, they're being like, it's brutal up there to be a landlord. All the rent caps, and it's hard to like evict tenants. All these insane things to be a landlord. All these hoops they've got to jump through, and you can go up there and offer a solution to all of their problems. I was like, fucking hell, Kyle, why haven't I thought of that? And because I put my ego to a side and I put my pride to a side, I left it at the front door. When I spoke to them, I just open and honest questions, made myself look like a fool. And in some instances, in that instance, I was a fool. It was just like little nuggets like that, where he was like, "Why haven't you tried this?" I was like, "Oh shit, I've had my head buried in my work for so long that I haven't lifted it up and like spotted these like obvious opportunities." I'm stuttering because I'm excited. But yeah, I'm going to implement them all. You're going to watch me, and I hope you're going to follow me. I hope you're going to copy me. Watch me be more proactive. Watch me work on the business. Watch me go out there getting private investors. Watch me going out there to get deal packaging clients. And this is it, and that's that. You're going to follow along. If you want to follow along, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.